I just got a scammer fucking hit me up. Hey, how are you? Good enough. Is this left or right or does it matter? Whose ears have these been in?
Mine.
Fucking cocksucker.
Yo, what up? Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah, heck yeah. Week 46. Welcome to Three Wheel Bicycle.
Hell yeah, live from Casper, Wyoming,
That's
right?
We
can't forget that.
I know.
We always forget that shit.
We do.
Got to start announcing that. Yeah. Pushing that.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that later, too. So, yeah, welcome to Three Wheel Bicycle. I'm Stevie V, and
Jake Sears, and
we are the hosts, and we have
Levi, the Kamakazie Kid.
Walking on what? Cheetah. Free wheel bicycle.
yeah. Nice.
Hell yeah. Thanks for fucking chilling with us tonight, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks for
stoked.
coming on, dude.
We've been talking about this for quite a while.
Yeah, when we started pitching, having the whole guest thing, you know, it was like, he was one of the first ones we even mentioned, I think.
Yeah, and I think it was because of the wrestling.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been hooked on wrestling since I was like 4 years old.
Should we get into local stuff real quick?
Yeah.
I know there's the thing going on at Joshua's Storehouse tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Triangle and Peace is going to be down there, and I'm not sure the other bands, but yeah. I don't really remember what time it's going on, unfortunately.
I think at Oil City, there's like Mastermind and Monkey or something. Tomorrow?
Yeah, Oil City Brewing Company.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Mastermind and
that's
Monkey.
tomorrow. Yeah.
They're pretty legit. Have you guys seen them?
I think at Yellowstone Garage.
Okay. Yeah, I was doing the coat drive, and we did a show. God, what's that? The Old Eagles. They came out and they played like a benefit, and
cool.
they're really good, legit, like worth checking out for sure.
I honestly have not. I haven't listened to them.
Well,
Which is pretty shitty because they are a local band and they do like support local shit. You know what I mean?
We know what you're doing tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. I'm trying to share this on my page.
what else do we got local? There's got to be something else, right? Oh, isn't there Zam Trip? Isn't that? Or is that next weekend?
Is that the ones that always play in the pizza suit?
I don't know. It's
Zenitram?
No, it's the Zam Trip.
Hey, can you guys hear the fucking rain?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a rain.
Yeah, it's raining here.
What's up, Sam, Alicia, the band Repent, Sean Hill? Thanks for tuning in. Hell yeah, what's happening?
I should have maybe. Oh, so that little video, no bullshit. They went to volleyball, and then I went to call my dad, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to talk to your grandpa?" And she's like, "Yeah." So we came out here. Well, he didn't answer. So she's like, "Dad, I'm bored. What can I do?" So I just fucking turned that on, and I was like, "Here, put the headphones on." And she just like went to town.
That's pretty funny.
Was it like, can you make beats and everything, or what?
Not on this one. We can change our voices.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucking with that last week. That shit was fun.
Yeah, I'd be doing that all the time.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, here we go.
Also, we'll shit on some things, take your energy and stick it up your ass. How's your car running? Oh, it's running good now. Why don't you run it up your ass? Are your brakes working on your car? Yeah, well then break them off and shove them up your ass. Goddamn cell phones, for fuck's sake. It's fucking raining. It fucking stonemason's out. It's October, whatever the fuck this is. I got a lot of problems with you people. It's fucking, for fuck's sake, on my fucking tree.
Wow.
I love him.
Old Jimmy Cornette, buddy.
He's pretty funny, man.
He is.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't think very many people ever did know what he was talking about.
No. He's always got like these weird, like fucking, what was one? Tougher than a $2 steak.
And he always had his tennis racket.
Yeah.
Those are called euphemisms.
Yeah. Euthanism?
Euphemism. I think.
It's like a loofah, but different.
Yeah. It's from Europe. It's a European one.
It's a European loofah.
Oh, should we? So I hit Art up from the Cast Ascendancy thing. He didn't get back to me with a clip, so I just got like their little intro thing. So I'm gonna play that real quick. Shout out to them guys.
Welcome to the Cast Ascendancy Podcast. They lift heavy, they laugh all day, and they live in Mexico. Here are your hosts, Art and Amber Castillo, live from their studio in Rosarito Beach. They're trainers, parents, travelers, and have lived everywhere.
Yeah. He's going to be on the show one of these days.
That'll be cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that was the thing when they gave us the shout out last week. They didn't know where we were from. We are from Wyoming.
Yeah. Yeah, Casper.
Yeah.
You're sure this isn't Mexico?
No. Yeah.
It's too cold to be in Mexico right now,
I
man.
did drive a really long way. Maybe I just took the scenic route.
Should have taken a left at Albuquerque.
And then I got the other clip from the shout out to Off the Cuff. They sent me in another clip. And yeah.
You went platinum, so now you're offering different avenues of
Yeah.
income.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
because people know who the fuck you are. And
Right.
shit.
Attention. That's
Yeah,
basically
the
what
attention
you.
sells.
Yeah,
man.
but the big one there is because people are paying attention to you.
Yeah, if you've got multiple
Yeah.
platinum songs in the past fucking
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, they're basically just talking about like attention, I guess. As far as like, if you're like a platinum selling artist, I guess, and you get different revenues, which makes sense, you know. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
more attention and, you know, so you get more up there.
It's kind of like video games. Like you're at a different grade or a level, so you get all the
Yeah.
perks. You know, you get the shoes, you get the cereal and shit.
Shit, speaking of video games, so I was playing that Cold War. The other day, and all of a sudden I see Kamakazie Kid on there, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was playing with my buddy Dave. I'm like, how fucking ironic would this be? And then I sent you that.
Yeah, is this you?
Yeah.
Was it?
No.
No.
Weird. And it's spelled the same and everything.
It was.
I doubt it. I spell it weird. I spell it like I'm dyslexic.
Perfect.
But then that way, like, there's no copyright on the
Right.
way I spell it.
Yeah.
So none of you better copyright it,
Yeah, that's right.
or else.
I have a really good idea. Copyright this after it shows.
Oh, so we should get into you, Mr. Kamakazie Kid. So what? That was the one question I was going to ask you. So how did you like all come about? You know, wanting to breathe fire and all that shit.
Well, I think I've like kind of always been a little bit of a daredevil since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I grew up behind Griner Ford, and there's that big hill out in the back behind there. Well, we always called it Tit Mountain.
Uh-huh.
And I was like 5 or 6 and had like no idea what I was saying. So like called my grandma out in Pennsylvania one time, and I'm like, hey, Nana. I said, we're going to go ride our bikes down Tit Mountain. My mom grabs the phone. She goes, well, do you even know what you're saying to her right now? You know, like, and I'm like, no. Well, so anyways, I don't know. I was probably like 7 or 8, and there's, you know, you get up to the top of that hill out there, and there's like 3 different ways down. There's like, you know, the not steep way where you could probably like drive a car up it. And then there's like steep, and you're heading towards the back of Griner Ford, and then the trail like turns, and it was like for like people that know how to ride mountain bikes probably.
Yeah.
And we're like 8, and we have BMX bikes, and me and my buddy and all the neighborhood kids, we end up traipsing down in the field, and we decide we're gonna ride our bikes down the hill. And so my buddy goes first, and right away, like I wait like 2 seconds and go right after him. and he ends up going around the corner and wrecking. And so I end up slamming into his bike, flip over the handlebars, and like, you know, I didn't have a helmet on. I had like a button-up T-shirt, like all the way unbuttoned, shorts and sandals, I'm pretty sure. And so I'm pretty sure I got knocked out. So I hit his bike, fly over the handlebars, and land all dirty. And next thing I know, my dad's pulling his Pathfinder out into that field, you know, running over all the bumps to come and scoop up me and my buddy. All the neighborhood kids, when we wrecked, they ran to my dad's house. It was like, Levi died, you know. And so my dad
skin your knee.
No, dude, it was like my back was. I had a scab like the whole way down my back and broke my toe. And my dad was pretty sure I broke my arm, but it ended up being fine. And my buddy Luke, he was knocked out, you know, and we were skinned up, but. So yeah, I've just always done, you know, dumb shit since I was a kid. We went out to Smith's Creek going camping, and I always say that this is my first stunt. Someone had the idea, one of the kids, you know, well, we got this ramp, but like, what if we lit it on fire and then jumped our bikes on it?
Cool.
Why not? You know?
Yeah, dude, that's an awesome idea.
I mean, how can you go wrong? And so we end up doing that, and the ramp, like, it's like 2x4s, you know, just like some shit we took out for firewood. And we light it on fire, and we're jumping it, and it ends up falling down. So one of the little girls out there, she goes and just grabs it with her hands, you know, not even thinking about it was on fire. And so this is back in the day. So basically she got like 1st or 2nd degree burns on her hands, and just like, you know, Uncle Les patched her up, and we stayed out there. So I think that kind of started the pyromania, you know, in old Kamakazie. And so then it's like, I don't know, 2008, K-Ted was just coming on, and they were like pirate radio still, like it wasn't really advertised. Like we were just scanning the stations, and we like, holy shit, they're playing Godsmack. What is this?
That shit. Wow. That's weird.
Yeah. So it was just like random, you know, badass radio that we haven't had it. We've had, you know, Kick 107 playing 20-year-old rock and roll our whole lives. So there's actually a station that's playing hard rock
shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, you know, so we were like, hell yeah, dude, this is a cool station. So we started jamming on that, and I was at work one day, and I rode my motorcycle to work, and I heard Rude Dog. He came on, and he's like, all right, we're down here at Peerless Tire in Casper, Wyoming, and we got Dr. Danger down here, and he's going to do a stunt tonight at the Casper Speedway. And you can come down and meet him. He's going to be here, and he's going to spit a little fire. And so I'm like, well, I'm going, you know. So I'm like, I'm taking lunch, and I'm going to Peerless Tire to see who the hell this dude is. And so he's down there, and they're like, all right, well, we need someone to come up and maybe assist Dr. Danger tonight at the Speedway. But, you know, you got to earn it. We need someone to do something to be able to, you know, get the right to go up there. And so no one was doing anything. So I'm like, well, shit. I was like, I'll do a cartwheel on the pavement. You know, it was like July, so it's like 100 degrees. So the pavement was hot. So I'm like, well, I'll do this cartwheel, you know. And so they're like, all right, well, whatever. So I do a really shitty cartwheel, and I end up getting pit passes to go up to the Speedway that night. And so I helped Dr. Danger. He was going to do a car explosion that night, and then he was also going to do a car crash.
That was here?
Yeah, here in Casper.
Oh, wow.
And that was like 2008, I think.
That was way before you.
Yeah, and so that was up there, so I ended up being the guy that got to flip the switch and blow him up.
Oh,
and it was awesome. You know, like I got an adrenaline rush.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to fucking Dr. Danger.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, and so I ended up meeting him, you know, blew him up and everything, and he did the car crash. I helped him set up the stunts, and he's like, man, I like your mohawk, you know, and we kind of kept in contact after that. Well, in 2009, he was in Abilene, Texas, doing a car crash. Well, Danger didn't he earned the name Dr. Danger. He didn't necessarily do stunts with safety stuff necessarily all the way up to par, we'll say, being nice. And so he did a car crash, and like he jumped, and he hit the top of the stack, and the car turned sideways like this,
Oh,
like
shit.
like 4 cars up. And so he's up like this, and the car came down on its side. Boom! All the force on the side.
Ooh.
And so the way he used to do it, like he'd just have a seatbelt, like a normal car seatbelt, and just kind of make it work and wear padding, you know. But so when he landed from being that like 20 feet in the air and then slamming down on the side, the seatbelt like cut into his internal organs.
Ooh.
And I think he got like 2/3 of his intestines removed.
God damn.
And so like he was in the hospital, like he took the helicopter ride to the hospital. And so right as that happened though, like I think like 2 or 3 weeks before that, a film crew had started following him and like documenting stunts and going from here to there. And so he had a whole lineup of shows booked, and you know, he had my number, and so he hit me up, and he said, man, he said, I know you really like doing that. Do you want to learn how to do stunts?
Killer.
And I'm like, well, yeah. Like, what do I need to do? And so basically ended up, like, rounding up the money to get a bus ticket. And I rode out to, I think, the first show was going to be in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I ended up making the bus trip out to Des Moines. And so I'm like 90% of the way out to Des Moines, like it's a 2-day bus ride, you know, it was a trip.
Yeah.
And they're coming from Texas, and they had car trouble, so like the car broke down, and luckily the camera crew, the guy that was filming, his dad was loaded basically and owned a car lot. So they hit him up and were like, hey, we need a car or a truck that's able to tow a vehicle, because they had, you know, the ramps in the trailer and everything. So they break down. So they're like 7 hours behind schedule, you know, behind when we're supposed to meet up in Des Moines. And so I'm like, well, shit, you know, what am I going to do when I get there? And so I get all the way out to Des Moines and end up like going to a bar, you know, like I just walked out of the bus station. I got like these 2 bags, and I was like, well, where's the nearest bar? You know, I'm going to walk to it, and yada, yada. And the taxi guy's like, dude, I would not go walking through downtown. You know, you got to go down this way for 4 miles to the nearest bar. He's like, I wouldn't recommend walking with your bags. You know, it's like someone's going to pull up on you and you're not going to have your shit anymore, you know. And so he's like, I'll give you a ride
That was
down.
in Iowa?
Yeah, in Des Moines.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Idiots out wandering.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And so, like, you know, I'm like, well, okay, you know, I'm from Casper, Wyoming. I'm just like, I'm taking this guy for his word. So I'm like, right on, dude.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll give you a ride. You know, you throw me $5 and I'll give you a ride to the nearest bar.
Cool.
I'm like, right on. Sweet. So I go down there. We head to I don't even know what the name of the bar was or nothing, but so we get to the bar. I get out, get my bags, go in, and this sucked. So I get in there and I order a pitcher of beer, right? And so they give it to me like, okay, it's, you know, $5 or whatever. And I reach into my pocket to get my wallet and it's gone.
Oh, it's in that dude's car.
And I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like I dropped my wallet or I lost it or I pulled it out and gave him the money and dropped it on the floor or whatever. So like I even went outside and like looked. So then I'm like, the taxi guy, he gave me a ride off the books. You know, he said, give me $5 and I'll just take you. It's not like he charged me the fare. So I'm like, well, shit, dude, I don't want to call and like get this dude in trouble. But so I look up the taxi company and I'm like, hey, I just got a ride from the bus station. You know, could you have the guy check and see if my wallet's there? And so they, you know, get my cell phone number and everything, and they call me back, and they're like, yeah, he checked, it's not there. And I'm like, yeah, right, you know, it's there, and he just took it. You know, I had like $160 and like an emergency credit card, and that's what I had to be on tour with.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, oh my God. And I go outside to look one more time, and out in the street, like when I got out of the taxi cab, I must have done like the stoner pocket.
The pocket, yeah.
And like had my wallet in my lap, and I stood up, and it like fell onto the ground, and it was a 3-fold wallet. So it ended up like standing up, and it was just like right in the shadow of the curb to where I couldn't see it, dude. But yeah, that was like, oh my God, like.
Do we get any questions on the comment feed?
No, we got a lot of people watching.
Heck yeah.
Travis said turn you up a tad, but I think you were just leaning a little far away.
Yeah,
is what it was. But
So do you want to, let's get into, so you're on the History Channel.
Yep. Made the History Channel a couple times.
That's badass.
So that camera crew that was initially following, Dr. Danger, they ended up getting the show signed. It took a while. Like, they filmed us for like 2 or 3 years. They got like stockpile of footage type deal,
Oh, wow.
And this guy just kept like, on his own dime, the director guy, the guy that was filming it all, he just kept getting all the footage, and he ended up selling it over to History Channel.
Oh, okay, I got
And
you.
so then they started putting stuff together, for the show. And yeah, I ended up, I was in like every intro on the History Channel, like American Daredevils was the show. And so yeah, I was like in every intro, and then they had like a whole episode about like Dr. Danger and how he's training like the new generation of stuntmen. So they like
and
showed
he's
me.
From Wyoming, right?
No, Dr. Danger's from Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And so like he just happened to be here on tour, when I met him.
Are you cold or what, man?
Kinda.
Yeah. Move that heater.
But yeah, so that was cool. Like the History Channel, dude, it was wild. Like they pumped it up, and it was a really good show. The only thing that sucked is like towards the end, once like the network was involved, like they tried to make like drama that wasn't there. Instead of just being like about the stunts. They're like, I did a stunt, and then like, I burned my hand a little bit, and it was kind of crazy. Not a good one, but they're like, can you say that was the scariest thing in your life? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, but I'm like, that was the scariest experience of my life. I'm not gonna play into the game.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Then it adds the music. So
it was just they tried to like make drama out of
Right.
stuff that wasn't drama.
Remember when we had Gunner on, and he was on the fucking
Street Outlaws.
yeah, and there was that one lady that was just like so fucking dramatic.
That Kentucky lady?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That show was like unbearable to watch because of her. My mom looked her up on Twitter and talked shit to her. It was awesome.
Nice.
Take that, Kentucky lady.
Shout out to Marla.
Yeah, Marla's coming for you, Kentucky.
And hashtag fuck Jeff Dunn.
Oh yeah, hashtag fuck Jeff Dunn. Oh yeah, we still have a couple of those shirts left too.
Do you still have the shoot? What is it? Shoot whiskey, not meth shirts.
No. They are in the process.
All right, I know a couple people that want some. So I saw Kelsey posted that picture on Facebook, dude.
Shout out to that dude.
Yeah, Kelsey DRC, right? Darcy, DRC?
Yeah.
I don't know. There used to be an internal hate back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him at the underground
Oh, holy
take his
fuck.
shirt off
That's
and
a
get
long time
wild.
Yeah, he was in
Ask
front of
him,
the
he
fucking
knows.
Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, dude, it was legit.
Sick as fuck.
I was like, damn, you know how many people probably asked him about that shirt?
I read the comments and then I fucking
Yeah. I
I
love that shirt. Where'd you get that shirt? I seen that. I was like, yeah.
Handwriting design.
Yeah.
Shoot
Right
whiskey,
there,
not
man.
meth.
It says it right there. on the
Cheer,
shirt,
cheer,
buddy.
cheer.
Where's the applause button? Hit that shit.
It's the golf clap.
Yeah.
So what else? We got CBS Sunday Morning News.
Oh, yeah. So we ended up doing a shit show, basically.
Weird.
Like 2010.
How could you do a shit show of something like that?
Oh, dude, it was, so we did all stunts. Like it was the American Daredevil Legends tour. And so it was in Greenwood Village, Nebraska. And it's in between Lincoln, Nebraska and Omaha on I-80 Speedway, exit 420. Don't ask me why I remember. But yeah, so it's off that exit. And it's I-80 Speedway. And so like they had like, I don't know, dude, 15 to 20 Daredevils, all like we got a deal to stay at a certain hotel that sponsored it, and the hotel was awesome, dude. We showed up, and I like rode with a guy from Montana. He was coming down, and he was going to help produce it and set up some of the stunts, so he was coming through, and I was actually working a landscaping job, and he's coming through, and I told my boss that day, I was like, I quit. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I quit, dude. I was like, this guy's coming through, and I'm going to go do a stunt down in Nebraska. And he's like, what are you talking about? You know, and I'm like, okay, see ya, you know, whatever. Send me my check. And so he comes and gets me. We get down to Nebraska, and it's like 9:30 at night. We get to our hotel. And they have like a little hotel bar. And, dude, like, it's packed with college kids. It was like the college hangout, dude. It was like a club,
you're
like at this bar, and I'm like, hell yeah! Like, I don't know where we just showed up, but this place is awesome. And it was in Omaha, and
Omaha's not bad.
yeah, dude, Omaha is sick. So we did that whole like American Daredevil Legends tour. Like, we rented a party bus. And, like, Kristen Knievel came out, Evil Knievel's granddaughter. She came out and sang the national anthem for it and everything at the show. And, yeah, we took, like, a party bus around, and we went to, like, a, what's the one where they don't get naked, but they're, like, dancing and shit and, like, lingerie?
It's like,
Burlesque. Or
That, yeah, we went to a burlesque show.
what the fuck? I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, dude, it was like $10, 2-drink minimum type shit to get in, and they're like, they start out in clothes, and then they end up in like lingerie, like almost naked. And so we went to all these places though to like promote the show, you know, like drive 20 miles freaking west and come watch us do dumb shit at the Speedway.
Hell yeah.
You know, and so like Spanky Spangler was there, and he's like one of the top stunt guys, you know, like there's like Evil Knievel and then like Spanky Spangler in my book. And so he's there. He ended up doing a crane drop. They like lift his car all the way up in the air, and he's sitting in it. And they have like, you know, 4 vans down here, and he's like 120 feet in the air, and they drop the car with him in it, just
Jesus.
yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. So we did all that, and so yeah, the CBS Sunday Morning News National, you know, I don't even remember the guy's name, but they come out and they did a whole segment.
Wow,
And so like they showed me getting blown up in the car, you know, and I come out of the car, and my mohawk's all screwed up, you know, from having a helmet on and everything from doing the car explosion. And they're like, it's my favorite line in the whole show. They're like, this isn't professional wrestling, folks. This is real. And they're like showing ambulance. And I was like, oh, because I've been a wrestling fan my whole life. So like to hear them say that, and then they show
you.
Yeah, they show me getting blown up in this car. And I come out and I'm like, that was awesome, man. You know, it was the best time of my life.
And then they literally made you kind of look like a douchebag.
Kind of, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you hated professional. You,
Yeah.
Well, no, they're
talking
just
shit.
dissing him. This ain't professional.
I'm like, wait, I like wrestling.
Yeah.
yeah,
so
so-
what's up with the Nitro Circus?
So Nitro Circus, I did a couple different things. We were at the same Speedway, I-80 Speedway in Nebraska, and we were there like early before the American Daredevil Legends tour. So we're there for like the normal race night at the Speedway, you know, like they do dirt track, like Casper, half mile.
Up yonder.
And so we're there for that, and we're just kind of promoting the show. Well, Nitro Circus was going to come out, and so they ended up coming out, and it's a Nitro Circus episode. I can't remember the name of it, but they have like Pastrana and Andy Bell like have some the stock cars that they get in, and they race the other people in it. And then at the end of the show, Dr. Danger and Andy Bell get in a car, and it blows up with them inside of it. So like I made it on that one for like a snippet. You know, like people always say, you know, you're getting,
Congratulations, that's badass.
people always say you get 15 minutes of fame, right? Well, I always say I get mine 15 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
Because that way it lasts longer.
Well,
You know, you don't want to do it all
well,
at
check
once.
this out. You get a minute or two of fame right here. Travis says the Shivers are going to record your theme song, Kamakazie Asteroid.
Yes! Dude, Travis, I was rocking so hard at that show, bro. It's like, Kamakaze! And I'm like, did he just say Kamakaze?
It's
And I
like a-
freaked out.
That was a badass.
Yeah, so that was a
Hell yeah.
sick moment. Like, I can't wait, dude. We're going to make a sick music
So
video.
you get 2 minutes right there? At
Yeah,
least?
no, it only can be a minute 30, bro. We're spacing it out. But yeah, so I ended up making like that quick, you know, like there's Levi standing there with his mohawk, you know, for a minute on that. And then I was at Evil Knievel Days, which is like, it doesn't happen anymore, but it was one of the coolest events, man.
I wish I would've made it.
Uptown Butte, dude. They just like literally shut down the streets in Uptown Butte, and you do your stunt right in the middle of the street. Like it's legit. Like when I first went in 2009, there was like probably 100,000 people. You know, like it was just like you walk down this one block and it was just nothing but people, and yeah, it was awesome.
I bet. Yeah, well, my mom lived over there for a while, and she's like, you should really come up here because like. Well, Twitch would always come down.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Man, that's one dude I'd really like to meet. He was a bad motherfucker.
I got to meet a bunch of cool people at Evil Days, man. Like, so like Matt Hoffman, like came up to me. Like I met him one year. Cool. I think I can't remember the year. It was either like 2010 or 11. I was performing at Evil Knievel Days. Well, there's also another guy from Casper, Shad Peterson. He does trials bikes riding.
Oh, okay.
So he does like stunts, like he has a trailer. Well, he got booked and he did Evil Knievel Days too one year. So like I was at a bar at Evil Knievel Days with me, Shad, my buddy Midget, Mini Mad Mike Cook, and Jolene Van Vaught from Nitro Circus, Street Bike Tommy, and Greg Godfrey.
Street Bike Tommy, I haven't heard that fucking in a long
Dude,
time.
he's cool.
It's been a minute.
But so we're all hanging out at the bar, and it was just so surreal. So then I think it was like 2014 or 15, Nitro Circus, they like had a producer hit me up, and they're like, oh, we see her doing fire breathing on the event, you know? Like, I think it was Street Bike Tommy and Crumb were there, and Crumb had supposedly breathed fire a little bit before. So they're like, well, do you guys maybe want to, like, you can, like, teach him how to breathe fire and we'll film your show and yada yada. So they did like a whole webisode where they, you know, they were there with me and like they did an interview, Street Bike Tommy and Crumb did, and then
That's awesome,
at the very end of it, me and Crumb are spitting fire together. And so like I'm trying to stand on the opposite side, you know, so where we're facing each other and we can spit fire like this. Well, of course, as soon as I spit fire, the wind blows. And it literally goes whoosh and whooshes the fire, like burns my eyebrows, like gets a little bit of mohawk, and dude, he just starts cracking up. And so I turn around and like that's one of my infamous lines is it's like eyebrows are for sissies, you know.
I'm surprised you didn't fucking rock the mohawk tonight.
I know, I was lazy.
I should have.
I didn't
like,
take
when you hit me up earlier, I should have been like, dude, rock the hawk.
I didn't
man.
take
You
my hair
fire?
Viagra.
Are you gonna breathe fire? That's a big question.
No, I didn't. If I had my shit, I would.
Hey, that'll be another time.
I didn't take my hair Viagra today, so that's why it's limp. That's why it's not standing at attention right now.
So what else? Obviously, you fucking breathe fire. The body burn stuff.
Yep. So yeah, I do a body burn and I don a cape like a superhero, you know, and it's just we put some accelerant on a cape and I wear all the important gear so I don't get toasted.
I think I remember seeing a picture of that on your Facebook page. Oh, Kamakazie Kid, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Check
no,
that out.
on Facebook you got to do real Kamakazie Kid because some other jackass has regular Kamakazie Kid and he doesn't even do anything cool. Just saying.
He was probably that kid I was playing the other day.
Probably.
Yeah. No shit.
We should go fight him.
Yeah.
Backyard.
I'm
wrestling.
coming for you, other Kamakazie Kid.
Regular.
I ain't changing my name. Oh, dude, you want to know what's the worst thing? So I had like, you know, kids say the damnedest things, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't remember what town. I'm at a show somewhere, and some kid comes up, and he's like, giving me the look, you know? And I'm like, he's like, you're the Kamakazie Kid? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why? And he's like, you're not even a kid. He's like, you're old.
It's not what your mom says.
I'm like, thanks.
Like, go to your room, you little shit.
That
Yeah.
made me sad.
That'd be funny.
It's not what your fucking mom says.
We'll see about that in the morning.
Where's your mom? Give me her number.
Is this like that Big Daddy movie?
Yeah. He wakes up for breakfast and Levi's at the coffee table and shit.
Big Kamakazie.
I got your kid.
I'll show
Boy.
you. I'll show you, kid.
Yeah. You're going to have a little brother and sister.
What else do you got going on this summer? Because the summer is upon us.
All right. So, well, also, first we'll go with like the walls of fire for other stunts.
Okay.
So we got like walls of fire. So I set up, basically a wall, pour gasoline on it, set it ablaze. We set me on fire, and I end up busting through them. So I actually got a world record for that at Evil Knievel Days. I ran through 10 walls of fire while I was on fire, and so I'm hoping I got some secret stuff in the works for the summer, but I'm hoping I end up breaking the world record. And I'm gonna go out to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and do a show for the All-Star Monster Truck Tour. My buddy Brian, it's his hometown show. Cool. So I'm going to go out there. I think I'm going to do a car explosion at that one. I'm going to get inside of a car, and it's going to blow up while I'm inside of it. And might come out on fire. We'll see how it goes.
So I got a question. Does your fire retardant suit, do they make a fire retardant life jacket?
Ooh.
Because I have a really good idea. Light your ass on fire and jump off a cliff at all COVID and like parachute and drop into the water or just jump into the water on fire. That'd be pretty.
I know. I've thought about it before. Excuse me. I just don't know.
It's okay.
I just I don't know how much the environmentalists would be stoked about that or not.
People are running their fucking boats in the water.
Well, yeah, that was my one thing, I'm just like, I don't know if people would be pissed, but that'd be cool to put you out,
It'd be so cool, just like run and jump, like on the 4th of July, to see this guy go on fire. Go,
well, if you need help with anything that's fucking around,
yeah, I'll light you on fire, dude.
Dude, yeah, and so
I think that'd be
who else is stoked about that? Like, who else is someone's like, yeah, I'll set you on fire, and they're like, dude, my friends are assholes, right? My friends set me on fire. My mom sets me on fire.
Pretty cool.
Like, what the hell? Sometimes they put me out, but most of the time it's just they like to light me on fire.
That's pretty cool, though.
Oh yeah, it's good times. Who else can say their mom lit them on fire?
Yeah.
Not very many.
Oh, you can also have so for your theme song, you got the shivers at the beginning, and then that one song by Fun at the end.
No, I don't know what song.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't even fucking think of how it goes. Yeah, we'll set the world on fire.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not usually that trendy, but I do know what song
you
that
do.
is. I know. Yeah, I know that one.
So I have a question. Here's another question that I do have for you. Have you ever walked on fire?
Well, like on the coals?
Yeah.
No, I have not done that. But if someone knows how to set it up, I'll try it. You got to do it with me though. You want to walk on hot coals? Pam did it on The Office, dude. It can't be that hard.
True. I was always a big I could stand heat. Maybe not like your type shit.
Yeah.
I was a sweat lodge, dude.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sweating it out. Yeah.
We went up to Thermopolis. That was the first time I went to Thermopolis. It was a couple weeks ago. And there was that room or whatever, that cave fucking thing.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like the Star Plunge.
Fucking went in there and
it's all natural, like.
Yeah, Jessica's like, first walked in there and it's like, oh yeah, sweating a little bit, and then like, oh yeah, this ain't that bad. She's like, oh no, you got to go in there. And then
yeah, you're just in the hallway.
Yeah, fucking I got in there and you get fucking used to it, but I don't know, in the sweat lodge, that shit means something because you're sweating out fucking.
Yeah, you're getting rid of the bad. Yeah, sweating it out. Yeah, I always fire's kind of like rebirth, kind of, It's always looked upon like that, and so I don't know. I've been a pirate since I was a kid, man. I can't help it.
So I guess we never asked, how did you get your name?
So when I was I don't know, probably 10 to about 14 or 15, super into professional wrestling. So they had role-playing feds back in the day to where you acted like you're a wrestler and, you cut a promo against the guy that you were facing. Right. And so I had a character that was Kid Kamakazie.
Cool.
That was back in the day. And so they said when I did my first stunt out in Iowa, they're like, well, you got to earn your name, you know, and we're going to give it to you and blah, blah, blah. So Dr. Danger, you know, I had told him that I had that character, the idea for Kid Kamakazie, and he decided Kamakazie Kid. And so I just kind of rolled with it ever since then.
Perfect.
So you did like promos and shit?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's
oh,
fucking
dude,
cool.
so
I was telling, dude, we got to do some promos.
so like I had a whole fed, bro. So I would set the match like Jake versus Stevie, you know, and then you guys would write down like it depends. Like most like if you're unoriginal, it was just like my guy walks down to the ring and then this is what he says about the other guy. But like my promos were like my guy was like loaded and like he was like in his limo riding to his mansion and it was just like a story, you know, he just made this whole story. And yeah, it was so I would like I had a fed and everything and I like wrote the results. So I had like 30 pages of results, like this move, this guy suplexes this guy. Just, dude, when I was a kid online, I found...
on the internet?
Wrestling feds, like role-playing federations.
Oh, okay.
I had like my own Angel Fire account.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, I had an Angel Fire webpage that was the Kamakazie, you know, and I could do the URL or the HTML, you know, and like I had kick-ass little website and everything for my role-playing. But
speaking of fucking writing shit down, I found that Rowdy Piper which is way cool. Did you watch that documentary?
Yeah, the Dark Side of the Ring, or no, the A&E one of Roddy. Yeah,
holy, he just wrote shit down constantly.
Yeah, all the time, dude. He was always had the ideas and was just jotting them.
Fucking, but speaking since you said the Dark Side of the Ring thing, did you watch the last one?
What the collision in Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine being in North Korea?
What?
Okay, so...
Yeah, I don't watch this shit.
Okay, you want me to tell him or you want to tell him?
Go for it.
Okay,
yeah,
so...
It's pretty trippy.
So, this Japanese wrestler, Inoki, was that the Japanese wrestler? I don't remember any of
their names, because I don't...
I think it was Inoki. So there's a really famous Japanese wrestler, right? And so he was kind of a politician, and he ran New Japan Wrestling, or someone correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. But so he was big time in Japan and he was being a politician. So he had the idea that they were going to take a bunch of wrestlers to North Korea and go have a wrestling match in North Korea. And so this is in like, I think 95, I think it happened.
Yep, that's right.
And so like Bischoff gets a bunch of the WCW guys on board.
Bischoff actually lives in Cody, Wyoming.
Yeah. So Ric Flair is like one of the people and they all end up going to Korea and there's like forced attendance. Like they basically at gunpoint, the North Korean government forces all the people to go watch. So still to this day, it's like the biggest pro wrestling crowd ever. It was like 190,000 people watching wrestling. And the funniest part is like they're showing the matches and like it's North Korea, dude. They've never seen wrestling.
No idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, dude. So like you watch a wrestling match here and everyone's like, yeah, you know, like awesome. And they're showing it and it's like the main event guys and the crowd's all just sitting there like, they don't know what's going on.
They probably are afraid to fucking show emotion.
Yeah, and so there was like a story that Eric Bischoff, he woke up, he's like the promoter dude, he woke up early in the morning and he was like, I'm going to go for a jog. You know, so he had all of them, every wrestler had like their own North Korean government liaison that was supposed to be babysitting them the whole day, basically. Wherever they went, there was their little North Korean with his gun. And so he's like, well, I'm going to go for a run in the morning. So he gets out before like his liaison person is even awake. And he's out running in like downtown Pyongyang or whatever the capital of North Korea is. And he said like the people started coming out on the streets and they're just like horrified, like looking at him.
You're going to die.
Well, because like he's, you know, they've been propaganded into their head that Americans are evil and yada yada. And so, he ended up like getting in trouble and shit like that. But it was
fucking Scott Norton guy. I jotted some of these fucking notes down. But that plane that they flew on over there was like old and fucking rinky dink and shit.
Yeah, he said it was built in like the 40s.
Yeah, but he said when they went to go land, they could see North Korea's fucking cannons And I could see South Korea's fucking cameras pointing at each other.
Yeah, they're always like that.
Oh, fuck.
It's been like that since 1952.
Really? That'd be scary as fuck to see, though. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Too Cold Scorpio was gonna kill Hawk or something like that. Like he planned that. Like he's gonna kill him on the bus.
Yeah,
or
he
something.
like made a shank and fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're like, dude, you don't want to do that. You'll be stuck in North Korea the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know? Why
Right
would
when
you
they
even
got
consider
there?
that?
Right
So-
when they got there, they took their passports and
Yeah.
everything.
Right. Yeah,
This
it's
is-
pretty crazy. That's
And I think Bischoff said that none of the guys got paid.
I've
I don't
heard.
know.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that they'll like if you're a tourist, if they do let you in, like you said, you have an escort. You can't take photos, and more than likely your room is bugged.
Oh yeah, that
And
that
you
happened too.
cannot.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say shit about
Yeah.
North Korean
Dude.
government while you're there.
So
Hell no.
Scott
Pretty
Norton
much.
is on the phone with like his wife in America, and he's like telling his wife about how, oh yeah, we're in this shithole. Click, the phone goes off, and he's like thinking his wife hung up on him. So he's like, "What the fuck?" You know, all pissed off. Next thing he knows, boom, boom, boom on his door, and there's like all these North Korean soldiers. And they like take him off, dude, and interrogate him
Yeah.
about it. Like, you know what? You can't be saying bad stuff about North Korea.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
It's
it was
fucking
crazy,
nuts.
bro.
And I never knew about that.
I'd never heard about it.
Dude, it's a lockdown fucking country. I know. I've known about that.
Well, no, I mean, I knew
Like,
about that,
oh,
but I
you mean the
never knew
wrestling
about,
one?
that they had that event there, dude. I was like,
yeah,
holy shit.
yeah, that's crazy. That
They did
that's
2
like
nights of
exclusive
190,000
Jesus.
people. I was like, damn.
That's insane.
Forced attendance. But so
Yeah,
the
well.
people eventually got into it. Like, the crowd eventually was like, all thinking it was badass and got into it. So
That's good.
it
I
ended
mean,
up paying
This is
off.
pretty crazy.
wonder if any of them lived where they killed 190,000 people that day. Just-
You didn't clap.
Yeah.
I don't, it was just crazy. Oh, Muhammad Ali was there.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah, I forgot
He
about
was
that.
there
Oh,
that
really?
day as well. And when they were interviewing Scott Norton, he said one day they had to go. They were like forced, obviously, to go see some statue or whatever. And fucking Muhammad Ali fucking ran up these fucking stairs, dude, and just sat up there and fucking shadow boxed. He's like, it was the coolest thing ever. He's like, nobody fucking saw that but us. That's pretty
Dude,
rad.
well, this is kind of wrestling. I mean, fucking Dennis Rodman's Kim Jong Un's best friend.
Yeah, Rodman
I
went
mean-
over and hung out.
He was a wrestling guy. I mean, yeah, that's fucking crazy though. How do you get in on that? Like, just hit him
Well,
up on
here's
Facebook or some
here's
shit.
something.
Just tweet him.
Yeah.
Here's something.
What's up,
that's-
Dustin? Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? Here's something funny about Dennis Rodman. So, do you remember when they had the Sturgis Road Wild thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I went out to that because I was living in South Dakota. at the time.
Nice.
And it was a free event.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck yeah. Well, Dennis Rodman was fucking supposed to come out there. All the Hells Angels. You can just picture what they were saying.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
not come out there.
I probably wouldn't have either if I was him.
But it's funny because, like, you see all these, like, wrestling forums and stuff. Well, like, I'm on them, I guess. But either or, like, they talk about the time Dennis Rodman was there, and then I fucking chime in and say that. Nobody says shit.
My mom was there in Sturgis that year, I think, and she saw Jay Leno.
I was
Right,
there that year,
yeah.
too. Holy fuck, his nose is
Yeah.
big, and I was
Yeah.
ways
His
away,
chin, you
man.
mean?
Holy
His chin and
balls.
nose, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
but
whole
so-
fucking head.
She saw him riding his Harley, so she ran out in the street in front of him and got his picture.
Oh yeah, good idea.
So yeah, she's got a picture of Leno, and I don't know if she saw Rodman too, but she definitely saw Jay Leno.
So when that event was, or that pay-per-view, I guess, was going on, when I was living in Mitchell, they all stayed at the fucking Holiday Inn the day before the event, and a bunch of them, like, fucking rode their Harleys to Sturgis and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Dude, I fucking met Sting. That was right when he did the fucking crow thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty rad, because, like, he was so suited up, you could not tell who he was. But I fucking could.
Yeah,
And he's just sitting over
yeah.
there on his Harley, and I'm like, holy fuck. So I, like, ran up there. And I was like, hey, dude, will you fucking sign this, man? He's like, yeah, just don't draw too much attention. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, no, it's good. I don't know, like, fanboying out. But I met him. Dude, it was pretty rad.
So wrestling a long time ago, they came here, And
Oh, I remember that.
God, I was like 16 probably, and so I went and sat in line for like 4 days to get front row seats at a house show.
No shit.
Yeah, bro. And so the night they were there, we found out they were staying at the Holiday Inn down by the river. So we're like 16. I think the kids with us, one was like 15 and one was like 12. It was his little brother with him. And so we're like, oh, cool, dude, we're going to go see if we can get a room at the Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And so they knew, like, we're wrestling fans. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're not, they're sold out. We're not going to give you a room or whatever.
Fuck off.
And so we're like, whatever, dickheads, so we're walking out, dude. And here comes Arn Anderson walking in.
No shit.
And, dude, there's like these 3 kids that were talking shit, like, like 18, 19, maybe 20-year-olds. And I remember, dude, Arn Anderson's kind of a little bit tipsy, and I remember him saying, you know what, long bong and skinny, and I'll kick your ass or something like that,
I got that figure.
And he goes, and he goes walking past, and then we're like, hey, and he's like, hey, kids, and he just goes storming into the hotel. And we're like, oh, did that just happen? Like, did we just see Arn Anderson?
I met the big boss. I met a bunch of them fucking dudes. I would say probably I'll say 2 of my top 2 favorite things I remember as a kid with wrestling. I met fucking Eric Bischoff.
Nice.
He was coming out. He was the very last dude coming out of the Holiday Inn, and I remember that's when he was a fucking prick. And my mom was like, hey, that's Eric Bischoff. It was just like, fucking whatever, And all of a sudden he's like, hey, do you guys want a picture? It's like, yeah, sure. Cool fucking dude.
Yeah, he's not the bad guy after all.
Yeah. The other thing was, remember when NWO first came out?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So WCW was in Sioux Falls, and my mom took me there. It was like on a school night shit. It was kind of cool.
Monday Night Nitro or something, probably.
Well, it was like one of the side fucking...
Oh, Thunder.
Yeah. And so just like fucking sitting there, because like I was... Dude, I loved fucking Razor Ramon, and then he became Scott Hall. And
Kevin Nash.
But anyway, it was like the first match, right? And there wasn't very many people in there, but all of a sudden I see fucking Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and they're walking up to the top of the fucking arena, and they just sat up there and watched the whole fucking time. And I'm like,
that's
Mom,
badass.
That's fucking them. We should go
It's
over
the
there.
outsiders.
She's like, no, I don't think we should. I mean, I was fucking pretty young. I should have just been like,
I'm
fuck
going.
you, Mom.
I'm going.
Drown me. I don't give a fuck.
I remember I was like, God, probably 12 or 13, and WCW came to Casper, and it was like WCW Saturday night, or one of the little shows. And my mom dropped me and my buddy Travis off, and his dad was like working backstage, working on the copier and the fax machine for him.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, he was our ride home, so he was parked in the back parking lot because he was up there earlier in the day. So we go walking out to go out to the car to leave, and there's, like, Rey Mysterio and Chris Benoit.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up getting, like, Chris Benoit's autograph, and I talked to Rey Mysterio, and, like,
That's pretty cool.
I was, like, 12 or 13, so I got, like, some chick's number in the crowd, and I'm, like, asking Rey Mysterio, do you want her number?
Nice.
That's bad.
I don't think he ended up wanting it, but...
I just thought about one more thing. So it was the day at the Holiday Inn before they went, and fucking Kurt Hennig.
Nice. Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, but he was Kurt Hennig at the time.
Yeah.
Fucking, me and my buddy were walking, and fucking, it's like, holy shit, dude, and fucking, I was like, hey, will you sign this? And he's like, yeah, and he's like, hey, come here, guys, just come over here, just don't say anything. So we walked with him over to this fucking car, and he deflated all the fucking tires on the car. No bullshit. And he's like, no, guys, like, it's really, he'll think it's funny. Like, I don't think he'll think it's funny. He's like, oh no, he's a
This
friend
is
of
hilarious.
mine.
Yeah, it's not a friend. Somebody pissed him off.
That was pretty fucking badass.
That's awesome. I remember going down like a long time ago to Cheyenne, They had a event down there, like WWF house show, and Chavo Guerrero was coming out, and like I ran like up to the entrance. They have the gate you can run up to and be right there when they're coming out, and he's all coming out, and everyone's boo, Chavo sucks, Chavo sucks, and I'm like, hey Chavo, and he like looked right at me, like eye contact. I'm like, you suck. And he was like you just see, he was like,
he's like, fuck, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Like
right
kind
now.
of sad. Like he's like, oh man, I thought this kid actually kind of liked me, but
He thought about it the whole match. He's like,
yeah, dude.
motherfucker.
He was really sad. He wrote me a letter. He said, I can't believe you did that.
You are a piece of shit. Santa's skipping your house this year. Kid.
Yeah, he's not coming to your house.
It's a lump of coal for you, mister. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This has been a hell of a good time.
How long you guys been doing this? 46 weeks?
46 weeks, yeah.
Just like straight now? Almost.
Yeah,
a full
we
year?
missed 1 week. He went to fucking Wisconsin or whatever.
Always Wisconsin.
So, yeah. So, we only missed 1 week, really. So,
I got to
yeah.
perform in Wisconsin one time. Elkhorn? No, I don't know. Somewhere. Wisconsin's crazy, dude. I was there.
It's pretty cool.
And like, I was on a beach at a lake in Wisconsin. Like, it was wild. Never thought that in a million years.
I got a question for you. So Jake asked this question on Facebook. If you're mad at a vegan, is it okay to call it a beef still?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it's like a broccoli or something.
Yeah.
One of our listeners commented, and he said, I got some kale with the neighbors.
So that's some vegan neighbors. That's pretty good. Here's a good one. So they call them animal crackers. They're not fucking crackers. They're cookies. Am I fucking wrong?
No, I think they're cookies. They're
Yeah.
cookie-tastic.
Let's see. Oh. So we started this thing last week, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Remember that book? By Shel Silverstone?
I don't think so.
You don't remember that shit in
No.
school, man? It was like a poem fucking book.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Either or. I just started writing like a poem down out of there because I fucking bought it for the kids and shit. It's pretty crazy. So I was flipping through there. Did you know that book has no fucking chapters? Which is kind of cool, but I don't know. So it's kind of like a controversial fucking poem. You ready for it?
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Aren't there?
Yeah. The edge of the world. Columbus said the world is round. Don't you believe a word of that? For I've been down to the edge of the world, sat on the edge of the world, sat on the edge of where the wild wind whirled, perked over the edge where the blue smoke curls, and I can tell you, boys and girls, the world is flat.
That's pretty
Great,
awesome.
yeah. But like I was like when I was sitting there reading, I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Is she a flat earther?
Well, it's a dude. Shel Silverstone,
Well,
the
is author of
yeah.
Flat Earther.
But he like dropped the Columbus thing, you know, about don't believe, and then how the world's flat. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Mm.
It's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
For
I just
sure.
felt obligated to fucking, you know what I mean? Gotta keep that trend going. Gotta give out that knowledge.
Share a little art.
That's what
Get
we're
learnt.
about.
Get learnt.
Yeah, that's right. I got one more, and then we can get into whatever the fuck you want to get into. You want to hear the back history on fucking magnifying glasses?
Oh my god. Where the hell did you
Cheer,
find
cheer,
that?
cheer. Well, I told you, it's fucking, I get those emails. The magnifying glass, as we know, has been around for hundreds of years, but early versions of it have been around for thousands. The ancient Egyptians looked through shards of crystal and obsidian to get a clear view of close-up objects. In Rome, Emperor Nero looked through a gemstone in order to get a better view of actors on stage. The modern magnifying glass was invented by Roger Bacon a lecturer of the University of Oxford who conducted many experiments with lenses and mirrors. I should do this in a creepy voice. Fuck, I lost my spot. He drew on his findings as well as information published by Muslim scientists in order to create the first magnifying glass. The date of his invention is unknown, but it's thought that Bacon invented the magnifying glass sometime in 1250s. By 1268, the magnifying lens had been adapted for use as primitive vision correction. While the magnifying glass is a simple device, it had a massive impact in many areas. In fact, many innovations owe a debt to a humble magnifying glass, including eyeglasses and compound microscope.
What about the Hubble telescope that looks into the cosmos?
That's the fucking back history. I don't know. There was more, but I don't know.
You got some magnifying glasses on your nose right now.
Not, well, kind of.
It's the
'Cause
same
I can't
concept.
really. It is, but I don't know. Have you seen some of those glasses that are like fucking...
Yeah, like Coke bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think came out with the bottle first, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they invented the bottle, but
Or who bought them first?
probably Coke.
Did you know the first saloon was in Wyoming? It's called Brown Saloon, 1822.
In Hartville?
Fartville.
Brownsville,
What?
along Green River, present-day border, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah. And they serve fur traders.
Huh.
That's what I was writing down when you guys came. A little Wyoming history.
The
I guess.
oldest town in Wyoming is what I was thinking of. That's Hartville, and they have a bar there that's, I think it's the longest running continual business in Wyoming.
Damn.
Really?
I think.
And that's, you said
Or
Hartford?
bar, at least.
Hartville. I think.
Hartville.
Hartville?
Yeah, it's like if you go to Lusk, you can turn off. It goes through like Hartville and Manville.
Oh, yeah, I know where that... Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Dude, really? In Hartville? There's
Mhm.
like 7 people there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's like on that little hill and shit, kind of in the trees.
That's
It's pretty
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, dude, have you ever been to Lusk?
Lusk
Yeah,
is,
oh, yeah.
oh, it's a that's a kick in the pants.
That's where my family's from, so...
Really?
Lusk, what's up? How you doing?
That's where Ready to Rumble, them dudes.
That's where it
Fucking-
takes place, but that's
Yeah.
not where they
Yeah.
filmed it at all.
You know what? That's what's so fucked up about like some of the shows and shit they have. There's like, oh yeah, it's based out of here, but it's not filmed.
Yeah,
here.
we're
Right.
not going to spend any of our money there. We're
Like
just
It's
Rock
because it
line
costs
or
so
whatever.
much to fucking film here.
well, and there's nothing in Lusk. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's the same fucking scenery that they film
Pretending.
in Nevada
Yeah.
and Colorado.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to film in those two places. It's outrageous here.
oh yeah.
Why?
That's
Why do
why.
you think that is?
They probably
I
don't-
read about it. It's
it taxes?
Yes, there's a lot of taxes on it, and there's some other fucking bullshit about it
like Georgia is where everyone films, dude.
because it's cheap. And
Yeah.
same with Vancouver,
Yeah.
BC.
Okay.
That's like the new Hollywood,
up
actually.
in Canada.
Yeah, most films are actually filmed in Vancouver now.
Hmm.
Almost all of them anymore.
That's
well,
crazy.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, how many people watch a movie versus like fucking live Twitch stream or fucking shit like this? So anymore, it's like it's cool you're a movie star, I guess. There's
But I'd
like
rather watch
more
YouTube.
there's so
Yeah.
many more platforms anymore. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, all kinds of different ways to get out there. So speaking of, I'm don't want to jinx myself, but I got hit up by a producer from a TV show a little bit
Okay.
ago, like 3 weeks ago. So I'm waiting to hear back. But so since we're talking about filming and everything, if I get picked up and get to be on the season, I'll be down in Atlanta.
Nice.
Is where
you
they
will.
film.
You will.
That'll be
I'm hoping.
You will.
You
We
will.
got our,
for
yeah,
sure.
my fingers
Positive,
crossed. Yeah.
positive.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, I get to go down there and check it out and do crazy shit and represent Casper on TV. You know?
That'd be badass.
So we'll see.
Fuck yeah. I think the gunshots are almost cooler than the fucking fake ass applause.
You need some brass dropping. You need like
Yeah.
a ding ding ding. Hey, that used to be my ringtone. That was awesome. Like,
Do people even do ringtones? Do they still buy ringtones?
oh, dude.
I don't know. Or the ring back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ring back. Dude, I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss hearing someone's shitty Justin Bieber
Yeah, or
favorite song when
fucking-
you call.
Or the default fucking whatever it was, Tchaikovsky or whatever.
Dude, am I like sensing a video where we should like go to the library and fucking like have some obnoxious ringtone? And then you just like call me, and then all this
Just
you
drive
gotta,
people
like,
nuts.
We'll have like another like camera set up or something.
So
That would be fun.
I got this one. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
And then
Star
also,
Wars shit. That's cool.
What's that one where it's like, your boss is calling, or what?
That's just so stupid.
Get the fuck out of here.
some asshole's calling you.
Dude, or you could be
You
that.
know, if you just like look at the fucking screen, it says who it is.
I like to have it personalized.
Hey, different strokes for different folks. That's cool, man. If we were all the same, the world would suck.
That's
right.
for sure. Rugged individualism is where it's at, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Travis's mom or his mom's family is from Lusk. The Boner Ranch.
Nuh-uh. Travis
Yeah.
Oliver.
Uh-huh.
The
That's
Boner
cool.
Ranch.
Lots of bars. That whorehouse.
Dude, that's awesome, Travis. Dude, I guarantee that our moms either like hung out or got wasted together or something. It's pretty
That's
much a
pretty
guarantee.
How's the audio, Travis? We really need to get like another fucking. It'd be cool
I
to,
can
like,
hear myself.
Yeah.
Check, checkity, check,
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, we'll play Mabry one more time.
Rocket or what? Cha cha cheetah. Free wheel bicycle.
It's funny.
That's
'cause,
awesome.
she thinks it's like cheetah.
That's
But
pretty
it's
cool.
funny because she like goes around the house. And
Made it.
Nailed it.
Kobe.
yeah.
Is it too soon to say Kobe?
No?
No? It's okay.
You know,
You checked with the Lakers about it?
Yeah.
You did?
I hit
All
a
right.
whole
As long as-
LeBron.
I see
On
fucking,
purpose.
that's pretty funny because Shaq's got a Lakers.
Yeah, whoa, hey, yeah, see, we always have permission from any Laker. We got Shaq now.
Hey, Shaq. I didn't see you over there, big fella.
He's a happy
Did you see him
guy.
get slammed through the table in AEW?
Yeah,
It was
and then
pretty
he like
legit.
disappeared because he had an injury or something.
He probably
I
twisted
don't know.
his ankle.
There's so many different like circuits of like that wrestling shit anymore. That's why I quit fucking watching it.
Dude, I'm missing SmackDown for you. Just so you know. I could be at home right now being a nerd and watching.
There's like so many fucking
SmackDown.
different ones anymore. Like, okay, I was a big Hulk Hogan fan. Not so,
I hate Hulk Hogan, dude. I always have. I
was
liked his
big-
theme music.
Oh yeah.
I am a real
Yeah.
man.
yeah.
Fight for
Well,
love.
he always said, fucking train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. It's like fucking, you know what I mean? That's, man, it's like a role model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate
Fuck Hulk
Warrior.
Hogan.
The little tiny bit I
Ultimate.
watched wrestling, that was my dude, too.
He's, speaking of that, it's fucking got that biography thing.
Yeah, coming up on A&E.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be pretty interesting.
So I don't know.
watched that.
They had like Bad Boys of Wrestling, like you know the generic off-brand, and they had the Texas Warrior.
Oh,
And I don't know if it was Jim Hellwig or not. You know, like I don't know if it was Ultimate Warrior, but he see like it was a good look-alike. You know, if not, it was like the doppelganger deal. You know.
Well, there was that time when the fucking Legion of Doom like fucking broke up or whatever, and then Hawk went to the fucking Japanese shit, and he like tried redoing
Yeah,
it.
with
It was
that
like,
Japanese guy.
yeah.
Dude, did you watch wrestling?
Like,
when-
is this a joke?
Did you watch it back in the day when fucking Papa Shango poisoned Ultimate Warrior?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I cried, bro. Because he
I
killed him. He killed Ultimate Warrior. Remember they puked up all that gross yellow shit and he died? I fucking freaked out, bro. Like, I was
Oh.
tripping.
So, All right, so
You know who Papa Shango is? He's a fucking voodoo fucking master.
But
He put a
came into,
curse on
but he's like
Ultimate
the
Warrior.
Godfather or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
yeah,
got his
the
own,
pimp. He turned into the pimp
He's
guy
got his own strain of weed.
with the hoe train.
Oh, sweet.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
Hose and his own strain of weed. And he does voodoo.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Godfather.
Right on.
Cheer, cheer, cheer. When you were saying, do you remember? Do you remember when fucking Macho Man was like tied up in the ropes and Jake the Snake fucking had that snake?
And it bit him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like listening to like Macho Man's like before.
Oh yeah.
He's like, have you let the snake bite you yet? He's like, no, it doesn't have any venom in it. And he was like saying he was like scared as fuck. And well, I bet.
Yeah, dude. Jake the Snake actually said he got more heat because he like shoved Miss Elizabeth out of the way right before that. Like he pushed her on the ground and everyone was more pissed about that than the snake getting Macho Man.
I must say that it's pretty cool that there's all these like documentaries and shit that are coming out just to see the
relive our
history
childhood kind of
and
deal.
shit.
You know, I learned so much more than I had any idea about. Remember fucking Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels at like, what was that, WrestleMania 12 or 13? Yeah, I went and tore all my Shawn Michaels posters off the wall.
I was
so mad.
I was never that much of a fucking Shawn Michaels fan. I was never.
Dude, I loved Heartbreak Kid, man. That was my shit. We used to tell everyone to suck it when we were kids. Everybody. My mom's boyfriend tried to kill me one time because he got sick of me telling him to suck it so much. Just all the time. Fucking, we called him Dildo Delbert.
I will say though,
I probably deserved it.
looking back on it,
yeah. Sorry, I called you dildo all the time and told you to suck it every day. Not really sorry.
I will say I was never really like a Shawn Michaels fan or whatever. And
I'm leaving, dude. I'm leaving.
That's it. That's a wrap.
Fuck you.
After watching that fucking biography and shit, like
all the shit he went through.
It was pretty cool. Like,
see, and I'm the same way. Like, if I saw that shit about Hulk Hogan, it'd probably change my mind. But for some reason, I hated Bret Hart too. Like, I was always a heel. I liked the heels, dude. I was all about being a heel. Like, if I was ever gonna be a wrestler, I wanted to get booed.
Well, Roddy Piper said that one time when he was in an interview. They're like, oh, don't you get sick and tired of people booing you all the time? He says, well, no, not really.
And he just did his job. Yeah. He accomplished what he was going for. It's easy to get cheered, man. It's hard to make them legit hate you, you know? Like, you got to go out of your way to get hated. And I don't know, I always thought that'd be kick-ass. Like, so, like, it started when I was a kid, bro. So I'm like 5 years old, right? And my mom's friend, my mom loves the Broncos, okay? So my mom's friend's like, all right, hey, Levi. And I got my little mullet, you know, little styling.
Did you have a
80s
rat
kid.
tail? Did you ever...
No, dude, I just had the bitchin' mullet.
Like
the Kentucky waterfall mullet. Like, I was styling up until like third grade. But so my mom's friend's like, if I buy you a Happy Meal, will you not like the Broncos anymore? And since I was 5 years old, dude, I've hated the Broncos because of a Happy Meal.
You know what? That should be a fucking McDonald's commercial.
Are you taking a stab at me?
Yeah. There is a Happy Meal right there.
I'm going to get a Whack Arnold's one from Chappelle's show. And I'm going to wear my Whack Arnold's one, and you can have McDonald's. So, can I light you guys on fire?
Yeah, if I got fucking FRs on it or whatever. I'm down.
I'm down.
Let's do it when it's really fucking cold out.
It would be cool though, like
roll around in the snow.
if we all got together and just like made like a little fucking video shit.
I'm down.
You know what I mean?
Running down the street on fire.
Go do a gorilla stunt. Just show pop out of a minivan in downtown Casper and just fucking start running on fire. Watch everyone freak out.
Run through the splash pad.
Dude, that could be the way to get put out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
David Street Station. Yeah. Watch me burn the AstroTurf.
Shoving kids out like, Mom, I'm gonna die.
Heisman.
Yeah.
All right. So June 17th, be at David Street Station.
The father's there.
We'll be there.
Oh, that is awesome. That would be a great
Be there,
fucking-
be square.
It was funny the other day when Mamrie was fucking home and we were out like fucking around in the yard. I was like, "Hey, it was pretty cool here actually hanging out." Huh? She's like, "Yeah, Dad. You know, kids hang out spend time with their dads on Father's Day, but." You know, it's okay to spend time with them other than just fathers.
It's more than one day.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's an eye opener.
Fine.
He's fucking something.
Dude, kids are so fun. Mine's playing soccer now, dude, and she's a maniac.
That's fucking badass.
Like, she's played 2 or 3 games now, and on every game she's got like 3 goals. Like, she's not scared of the ball. There's like a kid that's like a foot taller than her that's on her own team, some little boy, and he's always like pushing her out of the way and stuff. So I taught her to just lower her shoulder. I'm like, you got gravity on your side, girl.
This shit. Soccer's good for short people, man.
Yeah, dude, they got all the power, and she's not scared of that ball, man. Like, she came over and she's like, that kid kicked me. And I'm like, well, that's part of soccer.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
all playing with your feet.
You'll have that. Just maybe miss the ball when you're trying to kick, and get him back,
Fuck, I got a kid getting a fucking driver's license.
Holy shit.
The other one turning 13, man.
I ain't ready for that yet. My kid told me she had a boyfriend the other day. She's in preschool. She's like, yeah.
Where's he live?
He's my boyfriend.
Started cleaning the shotgun
What?
right then.
Did you start thinking about like what they talk about at school? That's fucking what I do.
Oh, I already
How the
know.
fuck did this conversation?
I already
come
know.
about?
What are they talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine, dude. Kids are so freaking funny. They just say whatever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some good shit.
And drunk people, too.
And old people.
Yeah. Dude, the older you get, the less of a shit you give.
Yeah.
At all. I can't wait to be old and you can just, like, steal shit and speed and people won't do anything.
I
Like,
was in Big Lots one day, and this lady, she's older, right? She's probably 70 or whatever. She's like, hey, where's a Mountain Dew at? And sneaks by and grabs it. She's like, this is for me. I'm going to get a little high tonight. and then she's like, grabs a Sprite. She's like, not my 80-year-old aunt. Or no, she's like, I'm going to get my 80-year-old aunt a little high tonight. And she grabs a Sprite. She's like, not me. I'm going to stay nice and calm.
she knows how to party.
We look over, dude. Her aunt was like, really like 80 years old, about this fucking tall, dude.
Dude, one time on Easter, my great grandma was up at Shepherd of the Valley, and we live right over by there. So we brought her for Easter, and she liked brandy a lot. So she's 90, we gave her some Coke and brandy. Well,
Fuck yeah.
our great grandma got a little toasted that day.
Good.
Yeah.
But the best part was it was Christian Brothers, and she couldn't finish it, of course. So we were 16, so we did the responsible thing. We finished it for her.
Yeah, we don't want this falling in the wrong hands.
Yeah, dude.
We don't want any little kids getting this.
Yeah, so we'll just take care of it for you. Don't worry about it, Grandma.
You have responsible teenagers have this under control.
We'll dispose of it properly.
Yeah. You know what I just thought about? Shout out to Dagan because he's on his way out here. When he was talking about the fucking liquor shit and grandma, So I remember when we were in fucking middle school, the middle school was just like kitty corner from his fucking grandma's house. And she had like all this old whiskey down in her basement. Holy fuck, dude. At first we were like, fuck yeah, you know. We took like 2 pulls off it. Fuck
Game
that
over.
shit.
That's awesome.
But it was like so aged and fucking. I think it was brandy.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. That's the old people's drink,
Yeah.
man. That's like the go-to.
That's the
It's
shit they brought
smooth.
over on the ship, you know? Fucking when they hit Ellis Island and shit.
All that brand.
Like stuck in the backpack, like their grandpa had it or some shit. Brought it over from
Did you ever see? There's like a story. Somebody bought like an old house, and in the floorboards they found like a bunch of old whiskey,
Oh.
and they were able to sell it for like $1,000 a bottle.
Oh,
Like so, it was like some moonshiner like hit it back in the day in the fucking floorboards.
I can believe it.
I'm like, dude, why can't I ever find a cool score like that?
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't sell it though. I'd probably just got wasted.
Just a little sippy poo, just one. I am
And
the
it's
liquor.
gone.
Did you guys ever drink like 99 blackberries or 99 bananas?
Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah,
We were the blackberries.
So my stepdad, no joke, that motherfucker can pound some shit, dude. So this one day, we were in fucking Blunt, South Dakota. Him and Mom came down. It was a family reunion and shit. But anyway, fucking Steve's like, hey, you wanna go to the liquor store? I was like, yeah, sure, you know. Fuck, I was like, I don't know, 22, 23, either. Fucking Steve gets like a little fucking half pint Crown, dude.
Slammed it.
Whole shit, man.
Damn.
And I seen it do it with that fucking 99 bananas.
Gross.
Holy.
Man, that's fucking disgusting.
Not too much later, it'd be fucking
On the floor. I had a buddy.
Take about 20 minutes to hit him, and then when it doesn't,
Dude,
But it's like, why would you do that?
you get fucked up fast as fuck. I had a buddy that did
Yeah.
it with Mad Dog. He could slam a full, like, fifth of Mad Dog, like the Orange Julius, in, like, 18 seconds. And then 5 minutes later, gone, dude. Like, didn't have to drink nothing. I tried it. I tried to beat his record. I got, like, halfway, and it was too cold. It was, like, freezing my throat. So I slugged, like, a half of it in, like, 14 or 15 seconds and hammer drunk. It was awesome.
That shit, like, makes me just, like, thinking about it makes me, like, fucking sick, dude.
give you a hangover.
Well, like, I don't know if Dustin's still watching, but earlier when he was over here, like, we were fucking talking and shit, you know, and fucking, like, talking about old days and shit, and dope and stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, just thinking about that fucking smell and, like, that taste, and, like, about fucking pure. You could ask Dustin that stuff. It's like,
For me, dude, it's like Potter's vodka. That's, if I think about that, I get, you know, get that gag reaction.
Captain Morgan.
It was like
Rum.
$5 a fifth back in the day for Potters. So like we'd have like, you know, two of us would have $2, another person would have $1, and we'd go knock on the tweaker next door neighbor's house and ask him if he'd go out to the liquor store, right? So we'd ride up there with him in his truck, and we'd be telling him the whole way, all right, dude, we want a fifth of Potters, you know, and whatever else we were getting if we had any more money. So we'd be up there, sitting there at, like, Paradise Liquor, just waiting. And then we'd pull up, and it was our turn, and he'd I swear.
What do you guys want?
Dude, exactly. He'd look over. What'd you guys say you wanted again? And we're like fucking 15, dude, no facial hair, like, Potter's vodka, like trying to cough it out, like to where the person didn't know what we're saying. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, we're gonna go to jail.
So I moved in with my grandparents when I was fucking 19. I think it was 19. But anyway, senior in high school, fucking da. Geddes, South Dakota was like fucking here to Glen Rock, right? But if they didn't know you, fucking. So I went into the fucking Get Us bar a couple times, and they never carded me. Got beer. Fucking one night I went in there, got a case of beer, and like there were two broads sitting up at the fucking bar, and dude comes back with a fucking beer, and she's like, he doesn't look like he's 21. Did you card him? And I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And the guy's like, what? He doesn't look like he's 21. And I'm like, I'm fucking 21. And the guy's like, yeah, why don't you leave him alone? I'm like, yeah. Fucking
Get the fuck out of
that
here.
was so cool though, but like my heart was just fucking.
Dude, I used to go up, they had like league bowling at El Marco's. So I'd be like bowling with this whole team of dudes that are like, 30 and up, and I'm like 19, 20. And so like they'd just be getting me shit canned. Oh yeah, try this, drink this, yada yada. And then once I got drunk, you know who that is right there, don't you? That's the prosecutor for the state, and that guy's a cop. And I'm like, why are you telling me this?
Knock it off.
Shut up,
Yeah.
like, I'm 25. You're like, well, why don't, it doesn't matter. Like, holy crap.
You know what that just reminded me of? Another story. But here's another announcement too. June 26th and 27th, we will be down at the Kamakazie.
Oh, yeah.
We'll probably do a live show down there, maybe. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes.
Fuck
but,
yeah.
They're going to go streaking, too, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the quad to the gymnasium.
Yeah. I don't know if we should dress up.
I would wear a costume.
I'm gonna wear a fucking tuxedo.
That'd be cool.
You should wear a Canadian tuxedo.
Oh,
All
I'm
denim.
denim.
Hey, well, I remember, like, okay, so the first year of the Kamakazie, right? Fuck yeah, cool, fuck, go try this out. I got a Dewey. Fucking was on probation.
Oh.
It was like a couple weeks before that. The PO was cool, so she's like, well, you only got another month left. We'll switch you over. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, cool. Met with that lady. Super sweet. She's like, we'll send you your fucking discharge papers. Da, da, da. So anyway, I'm sitting there in the fucking booth. Fucking tall boy PBR fucking just cracked it. And I'm already kind of tuned up. Fucking took a couple drinks, set it down. All of a sudden, my old PO comes by. She's like, hey. And I'm like, hey.
Bummer.
Hey. She's like, this is your artwork you were talking about? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it is. I don't know, but yeah.
I don't think I ever got my paperwork for being on probation. That
Maybe
was
you're still on it.
years ago.
We're not going to talk about that.
Don't look it up.
I don't think I did either.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
But
I don't
honestly,
remember
when I
ever
was
getting
thinking about it, though, at the time, that's like, if it was that big of a fucking deal, something would have happened.
Yeah.
You know what
When
I
I've been
mean?
pulled over since then,
Yeah.
so if there was an issue, I would have
Yeah.
got arrested,
Yeah.
So
I think with a lot of that shit, it's like if you cause a fucking scene, then you know what I mean. You're gonna get had essentially.
I felt bad one time. I was on probation, and me and my buddy were going to meet at that Monsoon. It was like some Asian food, and they had like a concert or something going on. It was a few years ago, so we were going to meet down there, and I was like running behind or something. So my buddy ran into the Wonder Bar and like decided to have a beer. Well, his fucking probation officer comes strolling through as he's like taking a drink, and so yeah, he ended up getting like had to go see her and got in extra trouble, and we were like in group together, so then like he had to like tell the story and everything, like yeah, I got in trouble, and I'm like, man, your friend sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, I would have just got super wasted. I'd be like, fuck it. Like, let's do a shot together then.
Yeah, I'm already in trouble.
Yeah, like I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. Not good.
I fucking, when the little bit I was on probation, I ran into my PO at Frontier. Like, she didn't give a fuck.
Nothing?
I wasn't drinking though. Like I just walked in. I was like, oh, no beer.
I always went
I
to...
was that night. But
Yeah.
Like, this is like,
Not right now. I always went to Butch's. I think the probation officers were too scared to go there. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
shit.
Like
Smells like cigarettes.
everyone that's at Butch's is gonna know you're a probation
Oh, come on. I
officer.
bet you one of them girl fucking POs fucking like to drop it like it's hot every now and then. I just
know
gotta
it.
cut loose.
I just had a dance.
Yeah.
I just had to get.
Me and the girl.
I just had a boogie. I don't care if I saw my clients.
What was
Not
that
tonight.
one that
I'm
got-
not a PO tonight. I'm just a regular girl.
I'm
out
just
on
a
the town.
hot girl summer.
Dude, okay, so when I was in prison in Sioux Falls, I remember some of them guards that would fucking, and like the counselors, and there'd be dudes that would come in on work release and shit, be like, "Oh yeah, we saw her fucking
At this
like,
club. That's awesome. That's like teachers, dude. Like, imagine your elementary school teachers out there just raging.
Dude, that's funny because in Watertown, like when I lived in South Dakota, we went out one night and hung out with one of my kids' teachers and fucking got on waste.
Nice. That's awesome.
I don't know.
Whoops. I fucking scrolled him.
We'll give it the Jim Cornette again.
Also, we'll shit on some things, take your energy and stick it up your ass. How's your car running? Oh, it's running good now. Why don't you run it up your ass? Are your brakes working on your car? Yeah, well then break them off and shove them up your ass. Goddamn cell phones, for fuck's sake. It's fucking raining. It fucking stonemason's out. It's October, whatever the fuck this is. I got a lot of problems with you people. It's fucking, for fuck's sake, on my fucking tree.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
I dig the fuck out of Jim Cornette.
Everybody can go look me up. Facebook,
Yep, that's right.
YouTube. I got a YouTube with not very many subscribers or views, so go check that shit out for me.
Yep, we're gonna blast it on the page too. And the people that are not tuning in live with us tonight, that are listening in on Spotify and Anchor, the link will be in the show notes.
Perfect.
Cheer.
Yeah, I'm gonna
hit that subscribe.
Oh yeah, there's a follow button up there.
Hey guys, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to follow and give us big thumbs up.
Yes.
And be sure to share it on your Facebook.
Yeah. And tell your mom.
Sorry, my kid watches all them YouTube videos, so I know the deal.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
I got like 17 videos of my kid at the as soon as I start recording her, it's "What's up, guys?
Yeah,
it's
that's
Case
how
in
me.
here.
Yeah.
We're going to PV Park. And we're going to party.
I got my followers.
Tell all my homies. My kid's into like Goguru, the Baby Yoda
Oh,
from The Mandalorian. That's like her favorite thing right now.
Oh.
They have like the Baby Yoda Old Town Road song, and it sucks because I have it memorized now, but it's
Oh,
actually
God.
kind of good. She finds all the weirdest, stupid videos,
Kids
but they're
do.
awesome at the same time.
Some of the shit my kids were listening to on YouTube when they're little. Oh my god.
When it drives me nuts because those people made like $1
Yeah.
million.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
from
and it's just
filming
like-
that.
And you're just driving in your car like, if
And
you
I'm like,
fucking push a play button thing on that one more goddamn time, I'm throwing your new tablet out the fucking
it's
window.
gone.
Well,
Don't sing Baby Shark.
no.
That's what he was going to do.
No,
he
it
was.
was.
He won't.
What's
I
the Fox
fucking-
Day?
I fucking-
Dude, my kid loves that song still.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. We should have our kids on here someday.
Dude, let them host.
Mine wouldn't.
Fucking
They're too cool.
Mabry and like Maisie or like, and Mabry said one day she's like, "Dad, when are you gonna let me be on the show?" And I'm
You
like,
could let her interview you, dude. That'd be awesome.
and it's not like we like get fucked up and talk about perverted shit anymore. We're pretty structured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you could do a special one, like do it in the afternoon or something, so other kids can watch it instead of, and then do your 8 o'clock one too. You know.
Whoa, there's somebody here. Oh, Diggins here, man.
Yeah. Dude, Dick.
What up?
What's up, man? Fuck yeah. What's up, buddy?
Fucking shit, dude.
You're fucking live on 315.
There you are,
fucking.
They can
nice.
hear you but not see it.
I'll stay a couple back here.
It is fucking good to see you, man. Should we call her a night or what?
Hour and 34 minutes.
Hour and 34 minutes.
So
That's
yeah, I think
fucking-
we've put a lot of content in this shit.
Fuck yeah.
Not shit,
This was
but-
a good show.
I'm gonna cut it
Out.
Yeah.
So
Dave.
yeah, week 46.
Thank you, Kamakazie
Yeah.
Kid.
Hey, thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys having me out.
Fuck
and
yeah, man.
having me on.
Hell
It was a
yeah.
good time.
Happy
Fuck
Friday,
yeah, fuck
everybody,
yeah.
and fucking thanks for tuning in, everybody, and commenting and interacting
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and,
And the shivers.
the shivers.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
that's
do
right.
the Kamakazie Asteroid theme song.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's happening.
So you guys watch out for that too, because that's gonna.
Keep your ears open.
That one's
Keep
for
your
you.
ears open
That's for you, folks.
and your fucking butthole closed.
I mean, unless you're into that sort of thing, you know.
Sleep. That's what they mean by sleep with one eye open. Right?
The brown.
Yeah, wide open.
Anyway, fuck yeah! Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys that are listening on Spotify and Anchor and all that shit, we're gonna put Kamakaze stuff in the show notes and the YouTube shit too. We'll put it in there.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you guys for fucking watching.
Yeah. Happy
Another-
Friday, happy weekend, all that good stuff.
Yep, and
Be
we'll
careful out there.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
See you in a week. Be careful, folks.
See you in a week.
Fuck yeah. Love y'all.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Also, we'll shit on some things. Take your
One
energy and
more
stick it
time.
up your ass. How's your car running? Oh, it's running good now. Why don't you run it up your ass? Are your